Welcome back to Straight, not betting, straight ass. I'm playing. Yesterday kind of sucked ass though, so I'm actually really not playing. Let's see. Ozzy, trying to get some retweets going?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Oh, am I live on Tyvan Klinger? Fuck.
I think you are.
What are we doing? Oh man, should I just leave it?
Up to you, mate. Do whatever you need to do.
Okay. Yeah, let's just leave it.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I definitely did this in the wrong spot. 100%. Let's see. Do you want to retweet the links?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweet. Oh, man. Okay, well, that's not a great start to the day, I must say. Okay. Let's start with a recap of yesterday. It was not pretty, but we're transparent over here. Okay. Application window, tracking, sweet. All right, guys, as you can see, this was yesterday. Cat over 1.5 threes. How are you feeling with that play?
Probably my worst bet of the day, to be honest. It won, but 4 attempts, would have wanted 5 or more. It was weird because I don't know. They switched it up. So the first 6 minutes, what we're talking about, where Edie was playing, Edie had to guard Cat because you couldn't have Edie guarding OG or Bridges because you can't have him running around the perimeter and staying there.
No.
The problem was after that rotation, they always had a Turin pretty much. So when Edie was on the floor, rest of the first half, he'd just guard a Chua, and obviously not as good of a matchup against Jaren Jackson. So
Yeah.
in hindsight, actually not a great bet, especially at minus 140. So it won, but not happy with it. I'm much more happy with the other 2 bets, which actually lost. So
yeah,
but that's the way it works sometimes.
I'll touch on ZD, on Edie. I tailed you on this one, and
Who's up?
Oh crap, dude. I think I should probably have headphones on. Am I echoing at all? Because my
I can't
mic.
hear. How do you know?
Okay, just because when you're I'm. Hold up, let me quick put these on. Okay. Sorry, it's a shit show. Let's see. I've had so many pairs of beats that I just don't even remember what they're called. Okay. Ozzy, can you say something?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, good. Do I look like a derp in these beats?
A little bit. No, you look fine, mate.
All right, sweet. Yeah. Okay. So Zach Edey, anyways, dude. So the whole reason why I tailed you on the bet, and I'm pretty sure the whole reason why you made the bet is because we agreed that it was just gonna be a matchup nightmare with the spacing that the Knicks have and the Brunson Cat pick and roll and stuff. And that was true. It was true. It was so true, in fact, that they benched him to start the second half. So honestly, he ended up with 19 minutes. The game was out of hand. They clearly just gave him a long ass stint because okay, Zach, whatever, go play. We're gonna lose anyways. Had a shit ton of putbacks, dude. I mean, my goodness. I don't know. The fact that he got benched mid game, I think, kind of justifies our reasoning behind it. And honestly, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, no, that was a good bet. I think he had 7 PRA in the first half in just 10 minutes, and that's when he was matching minutes with Cat, which is what we predicted. Bench him, which I don't know. That might be the first time they've benched him at half, coming out of half. So it shows we're on the right side of it. But yeah, unfortunately, he got those minutes at the end of the third quarter without Cat, and he just started eating against the Chua. And yeah, that's one where it was a really good bet. Just unfortunate. It was almost too good. We almost read it too good that he didn't start the second half, which actually ended up fucking up. So nah, that one's that one was much better than the cat bet. So fine with that.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, sorry, I'm typing out something. I'm saying, I'm sorry, guys. I'm streaming on the wrong account. Tune in here! Exclamation point. Not that anyone like sees it on straight betting, anyways, but just to clarify it. Okay, then your go-go bet, which I tailed you on under rebounds unofficially, because the line moved a little bit for me, and I waited to see like for him to actually be starting, and like the line still stayed, like which was definitely a mistake. But yeah, you want to talk about this go-go one?
Yeah, this was another really good bet. He played 21 minutes, came off the bench, which is what I wanted. The reason I bet it early is because I thought there was a fair chance he'd come off the bench, and the line actually closed at 14.5. So straight away, I beat the books. But yeah, he was going at like a PRA per minute, which isn't the sort of player he is. I think he shot like 100% from the field. He just played a really good game. Have to tip your cap to him. Uh, if you told me before the game that he played 21 minutes, I'd bite your hand off for an 18.5 PRA line against the Heat. So yeah, happy with that one.
Yeah, 18.5 PRA for someone coming off the bench against the Heat. I mean, yeah, you got 4 points of CLV because you correctly predicted that he would come off the bench. That's a good bet, bro. I mean, what the hell can you do? Okay, Cade was a winner. I think he ended at 7. I love betting like pick and roll assist people's unders against the Cavs. Just they don't allow shit to the roll, man. Those are the easiest ways to get assists. I think, and it was in Cleveland, which is another thing I liked. It ended up being a blowout. I think Cade missed out on like 3 minutes or something. So yeah, ended at 7. I feel like that was a pretty good bet. Clay over 17.5 PRA. So I actually got bad CLV, and then like on the side I doubled down on points. So I was like, dude, I don't care if he's on a 24-minute restriction. This is such a good spot for him. So his line moved down a little bit, but I mean, in the back of my head, I kind of bet it because Clay had been so bad. I'm like, dude, so this is like Clay's like a guy you got to keep happy. You're playing the Wizards. They allow the most catch and shoots. Like in the back of my head, I was kind of like, this is a Clay spot. And, it was. So, I think he cleared this in the first quarter. He had like the best game Clay's ever had. The best quarter Clay's had in like years, I think. I think he had 7 threes in the first quarter. So,
yeah, I was keeping track of that one. I was happy that one.
Yeah. Ja Morant over PRA, honestly, really bad bet. To be honest with you, I think he had 17, like 10, 5, and 2. Maybe he would have had a few more minutes if they didn't get blown out, but like it wouldn't have got close anyways. So bad bet. Sometimes, I got when I was calculated out, I'm like, he's got to play good minutes. So I projected him for 32 because every game, Ja's minutes per game is so low this year, and I was like, this is a good spot for it. In hindsight, I probably got a little bit caught up in the big game in MSG. He's a star. This game's going to be close, 2 equals teams. Like, just give him this is a good spot for his minutes, and it just didn't come to fruition. And he was terrible on a per minute basis. Maybe it was the worst matchup than I think. I know you bet Ja against the Wolves. I think Ja against like drop teams just might not be that good.
It sort of depends. I think against the Wolves was good because I think both games had like 18 field goal attempts, and he just shot terribly. This was a spot where I actually didn't watch the game other than the third quarter. So I can't really comment on it, but in theory, it would be a good bet against drop because he's got that floater he can go to. He can attack, and what I mean, Cat. I mean, he should be attacking Cat at the rim. I didn't watch the game, so I don't know what happened first half, but yeah, in theory, it is a good spot for him to score.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, this one wasn't close. I think I'm not a big fan of the bet I made. And these are the 2 ones from JJ. JJ can speak on them. I know Bilal was looking good, and then he kind of started going off once they were down like 30, which is kind of the same thing with the Edie play. So yeah, unders on like these young guys when teams get blown out, I guess can kind of screw you over or benefit you if you're on the over. But yeah, Troy Murphy, I can't speak on that one either. So yeah, 3 and 5 minus 2.82 units. Now, been tracking since last Monday, only up 3.19 units. So yeah, got to turn that around. Got to have a bounce back day, I'd say.
It's a very small sample size, and
Yeah,
we're in the profit. So
yeah, no, it's fine. Okay. Oh shit! Why did I just remove you? Okay.
got kicked.
I'm a hater. Okay, so solid call on Cade for under assist. Thank you, Amir. I appreciate it. Yeah, so today,
I mean, I didn't tell you directly, but in my premium, I posted a Cade over 21.5 points, parlayed with Cade under 11.5 assists, and it's for the way I thought they'd defend him. And he scored 22, so I won by the hook, and he took 26 shots.
oh, casual stuff when you bet an over.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're on props madness. Liam, do you want to quick explain? You don't got any plays? Explain yourself. Why don't you have any locks?
So I don't have any plays tonight, and we'll actually go through the why. But pretty much every game right now, there is injury news that could affect it, or if not injury news, that team is on a back-to-back, and the injury reports aren't out yet, which could have stuff that affects props. So theoretically, you could go ahead and bet an over on someone who you might figure could be, they could be helped out by some injury news that happens, but that's speculation. So, because there's no clarity, I don't want to put anything officially out there.
Yep, that's totally fair. This is actually this is just like some bullshit in my opinion. Like, I don't know what we're doing here. Like this should not be the case with how we're doing this stuff. Like, I mean, come on, man. We got 4 games today. Every team is involved in a back-to-back in some sort of way. Like, this is annoying when you're trying to create content around this shit. That's for sure. But at the same time, guys, I mean, the fact that Liam doesn't have a play, I think, it's actually I think it's actually a good thing. It's like it proves that we're not just forcing out garbage, to fill a quota for content. And that's what the majority of people do. So, yeah, we'll go through each game. We'll still build the lotto, right? And this could be a good time to build a lotto, right? If okay, this guy could easily miss.
Yeah, we could forecast someone who might get ruled out or something, and because we're only putting some lunch money on it.
Yep.
It'll be fine for the lotto.
Yep, for sure. Okay, so let's start with Lakers and 76ers. Let me quick pull up 76. We're not going to see anything with the Lakers injury report, but it is a back-to-back, obviously. So
yeah. So there's AD LeBron gets ruled out. The 76ers, they have
no one.
Pretty much their rotation tomorrow. Hang on, let me get it up. Someone in the chat said, James J said, Oz is my sunshine. Cheers, mate. Let me take a look. Hang on.
Looking good. I can tell you had your Wheaties, Jonathan. I appreciate you. Good vibes for today. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so Philly, no Caleb Martin, no Andre Drummond, no Joel Embiid, no KJ Martin, no Paul George, no Jared McCain. Their injury stuff is actually the clearest out of probably any team because they aren't on the back end of a back-to-back. The problem with betting on Philly stuff is anything I bet, like Anthony Davis is huge. So, I mean, he's such an important part, and him being in or out completely changes coverages and the defense. So I don't want to take a risk there. I will say though, I do lean if I knew AD was going to play, I really like Tyrese Maxey under 7.5 assists. He averages, I think it's 6.1 assists per game per 40 with PG, Embiid, and McCain off. The problem is back to back. I think AD will play, but just in case, I don't want to bet it because he has sat out 1 or 2 this year. So, but yeah, I like that. But that's the reason I don't have anything in this game because no AD changes everything.
Yeah, 100%. Why I don't know why I didn't recap this. Yeah, our lotto. Oh my goodness, dude. Dude, honestly, if Edie didn't get benched to start the third quarter, I bet we get home because Cat probably is getting at least a 3 in like a 5-minute Edie stint. So yeah, Cat,
Edie getting benched ruined our day.
Yeah, because Giannis and Dame. If we quick go, sorry, I'm gonna quick stop sharing this. Quick bring back up the Excel because, dude, we got to take some sort of credit for being close, right? So the lotto was Giannis 35, Dame 7 assists, and Cat 3 threes. I don't know. I know Giannis had 35. Giannis definitely hit that. I don't know what he exactly ended at.
I think he ended at 35.
35. So exactly 35. Dame, I know, had eight assists at some point, and then Cat had 2 threes. So, yeah, man, shit. This would have been looking good if we were 2-2 on models.
I mean, I know you only have to hit 1 in 10 to make profit, right?
Yeah.
So we've done that. Obviously, it's very small sample size, but I think it's actually pretty impressive how like good these have been,
Mm-hmm.
even though they haven't all won. Apart from the Keegan Murray one, um, they've all been, I reckon, pretty good bets.
Yeah, for sure. Like Wemby, this one would have got home probably without a blowout. This
Yeah,
one
that
might have
one's
got
annoying.
home without an ED benching. This one, the ED stuff, like literally should have got home too, because he was at 7 and 6 at halftime, and the game it was like a 20-point game. It's like, oh, that's perfect for ED. It's like no risk to get benched, right? Oh, he's gonna play 12 minutes. He can easily get 3 points and a rebound in the second half.
Yeah.
So, and then this one obviously won. So, yeah, quick little victory lap, taking our credit for losing a bet. Dude, guys, you could have watered it down to Cat 2 threes. I guess your guys' fault for not watering it down.
Saw that shit. It's pretty funny.
Okay. Now let's go back here. So this is probably what the Sixers rotation is going to look like, minus no Pete Nance, and then instead of Bona starting, it's going to be Gershon. So that's what I'm thinking, at least. The Lakers, I don't honestly, one thing I do think is valid is like I don't think the Lakers are going to blow these guys out on the second night of a back-to-back in Philly. So I do think and Philly's definitely not blowing shit out, in my opinion, unless LeBron and AD both rest or something.
Agreed.
So LMAO, y'all didn't water it down. That's funny. So Eric Gordon, is Eric Gordon low-key going to be safe for minutes?
Yeah, I've got him at like 28 to 34-ish.
That's crazy. Eric Gordon safe for minutes on a team that was supposed to be a contender. Lottos are posted on socials. We make a video around them, and then the streams, of course, we just make them live on stream. But then we post them to socials, like a video around it, like explaining it and stuff. So Liam, what do you like for this game? So like Tyrese Maxey stuff. What are you thinking about that?
Maxi under 7.5 assists, but I'm not betting it because it's juiced, and I don't know that AD is definitely playing. So, but I really like that because Lakers, they've actually been pretty soft against the pick and roll as of late, and they've been good at limiting catch and shoot. They put Davis back in drop, so and I think it works here because Maxi, like, he actually doesn't have that good of a mid range game. He's like really three and at the rim. So encouraging him to drive in against AD makes sense for Reddick, for what Reddick schemes. So yeah, if I knew AD was playing, I'd definitely bet 7.5 assists under. That line's way too high.
The one thing I'd like to say is that from like a logic standpoint, in my opinion, when it's just Tyrese Maxey and friends, like the rest of the dudes, like honestly, like stink. Like if we're being honest, I think that it like 100% makes sense to not play AD and drop here. Like I would be shocked if like Maxey gets dropped.
I agree. The thing about that is, whilst it's Tyrese Maxey and friends, they can put out a lineup of Maxey, Gordon, Justin Edwards, who's a good shooter, Kelly Oubre, and Yabusele, and it's Maxey surrounded with shooters. And you sort of, I can get what you're saying, but I don't know. If it was a different situation where Maxey wasn't surrounded by shooters, like if Maxey played on the Spurs and he's passing to Sohan Castle, I can definitely see that more. But I can actually see the vision of Maxey being surrounded by shooters, and even like Ricky Council, he can attack off the dribble. Gordon, obviously, Edwards, like I agree, but at the same time, you don't really. They prefer to have AD at the rim because that's what he's best at. So I can see both ways to it, to be honest.
Yeah. So Justin Edwards played a ton of minutes last game.
He's a
Council
good
did
shooter.
not. I think Justin Edwards might get the start here. Maybe. I'm not completely sure. What about Yabu stuff, man? I mean, this team is decimated. Let's see, had one game and it was against the Wizards. Yabu. Oh, I remember. I bet Yabu threes in this one because Jonas was starting at center. That was actually easy. He had 5. Let's see, rebounds 8. Assists 3. I bet on Oubre points too in this game, and that did not hit. Yeah, Oubre. So the way I've been liking to attack the Lakers is like the points in the paint stuff has always been pretty bad, and the transition stuff. Oubre definitely can feast in the paint.
He had a usage rate of 28% in the second half last game when Paul George went down.
Really, I don't like this 18. I guess it's 17.5 at FanDuel.
Yeah, it's a pretty high number. It feels pretty fair.
Yeah, 7.5 rebounds, man. Adem Bona actually kind of makes sense to play a fair bit, maybe. I know these games were without Yabu, so I mean he's probably not going to play this minutes, but just to get some size on the court if AD does play. I guess bonus stuff is a little bit interesting.
This game in a nutshell sort of is like a lot of it depends on if AD plays. So like any bets from here, a lot of speculation.
Mm-hmm. I think one thing for certain is that Reeves is going to play.
Agreed.
And you can maybe get LeBron missing. Obviously, you'd want AD to play alongside Reeves for like the assist standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe even like LeBron plays when's the last time LeBron's played a back-to-back? All right, January 2nd. He played 30 minutes. They won by 17. Lost by or January 3rd. Before that, remember he was trying to play a ton. What did LeBron end up playing? 36. Oof. I wouldn't hate trying to jump the gun on some Reeves stuff, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a decent idea.
Because I know, Liam, if you go to this too, this is the last 10 games. Let me quick refresh it, make sure it's updated. But last 10 games, Philly's also allowing the third most assists. Maybe we get some lesser LeBron stuff. We can go to without Russell, with LeBron and AD. Over in 7 out of 12.
They've started to be really aggressive against high usage guys as of late, Philly.
Yeah. It's like there's no point of playing Yabu in a drop. Like no point at all.
He won't be in a drop. Jonathan Mann said thoughts on Dalton PRA. His minutes are always a toss up. I don't think he's got lines out.
Yeah, he doesn't have lines up, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, like trying to jump the gun on like a bench player if like LeBron or AD gets ruled out, like dude, I mean,
Makes sense, yeah.
If one of those dudes gets ruled out, then like you're gonna get insane value, and like it should be close to a guarantee. But yeah, so
that's what I thought with Goga Batadze, but then it changed.
What's rebounds and assists? Yeah, no, I don't really like that.
We'll go to the next game.
Well, hold up,
Liam.
Liam, hold up. I am actually contemplating if I just want to jump the gun on Reeves right away, and see it. Because the thing is, bro, it's like, I mean, he said 6 or more without D'Lo, and then with LeBron and AD in 7 and 10 out of 12, and then just like blind, like yeah, like they're not gonna play Yabu in a drop. They're just not. Like that's not like it makes no sense to play Yabu in a drop. They've been limiting the hell out of pull-ups, I believe. If we go to pull-ups, Philly third lowest frequency of pull-ups, like fewest field goal attempts over the last 15 games. So I think I might just play Reeves over 6.5 assists right away. To be honest, I mean Lakers need to win games. It's important, and he's a guy who, back to back. I don't think that matters at all for him, to be honest.
No, yeah, he'll play back to back. No, I like it. Like that's a good thing to bet. Jumping the gun.
39 minutes on the last back to back in a game they won by 17.
He plays big mins.
Yep. Okay, I'm actually gonna play this right now.
All right.
First official play. Do you want to? Well, obviously, my brain melts. You want to go to the next game?
Go to the next game. I'll explain why the next game is like impossible to bet on.
Okay, Houston, Atlanta.
A1 5A. John Collins over 9.5 RA. I haven't even looked at that. We'll talk about that when we get to that game. Man, another day of adding a ticket alert for Dolphins lines to be dropped. Well, I wish in Australia, I don't think we have an app like that where you can like get alerted when lines drop. Sounds cool. Anyways, though, This game, Houston, Atlanta. This one's like literally impossible to bet on. I'll go through Atlanta's injury report. So Atlanta played today, and for tomorrow they've got Daniels questionable, Trey questionable, Larry Nance questionable. And who knows if there's stuff to add off that because they're on a back-to-back. So they're sort of impossible to bet on right now at this time because you just don't know what's going on. Houston, on the other hand, they've actually got a clean injury report, but the problem is they played yesterday. Big Mins against. Oh, they don't actually. Cam Whitmore, Tari Eason are questionable.
Eason won't play. I doubt it at least.
There are what's it called? Their status for next game is not specified yet, but they might be. They're sort of questionable because they've been on the report before. So this one I want to leave completely personally because you just don't know the teams, and Houston might rest a couple guys. You just don't know. So that game I think is a big stay away.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of think that, dude, the lineup that the Hawks put out, and by the way, the Wolves game was absolutely embarrassing. I mean, I don't know how you blow out Denver at home and then you like put up that shit show. I mean, at least they won, right? But man, that's some embarrassing shit. What I was gonna say, the lineup that the Hawks put out there, dude. I mean, that's just like we're throwing this game lineup. Like that shit was like embarrassing. Even like Bogey wasn't even on the injury report. And he just like completely DNP'd because it's like I think that Quinn Snyder's like, okay, like we're just not gonna put everyone on the injury report, I guess. Oh, what the heck? No. Okay, well, I'm trying to.
I agree, but there's also a little bit of a I agree with that logic, but at the same time, there is a question about it.
Mm-hmm.
Funny because they don't have lines up for Daniels, which is weird. Or that is weird actually. They don't have lines up for Daniels. They've only got the main guys. It's only Trey, Hunter, Okongwu.
And I would be surprised if Hunter plays because I know they've been managing him a little bit, and he played pretty big minutes last night. He absolutely dropped us off, dude. It was actually embarrassing.
Yeah, he was hitting a heap of tough shots. I saw that. That's one though where like Hunter's not on the injury report, but because they haven't done it yet, because it's morning over there in the States, he might be, which is why it's sort of tricky for these back-to-backs to project who's playing, who's not.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I will get into that. Like I said, I'm not really afraid, dude. If you can find like a line that has like, it's like I think it has a good chance to win regardless, and then you also could get ridiculous CLV. I think that's like a pretty big EV bet, to be honest with you. Like maybe I'm wrong. Like that, but
definitely is.
That Reeves line, that like I think that line's pretty good even if LeBron plays. Obviously, it's like way better if he doesn't. But like if LeBron doesn't play, like dude, that shit's gonna close like 8.5, 9, or 8.5 or some shit probably.
Yeah, I mean he had an 8.5 line, exact same lineup against Houston a couple games ago. So yeah, I agree.
Okay, I'm done brain melting. So yeah, we don't know. Like this stuff's very tough to read. We don't know. Even Onyeka, I know Onyeka's like somewhat been managed this year. I guess he's played most back-to-backs. What did he play here against 27 minutes against Minnesota? Oh shit, I didn't bet his threes. I should have bet his threes yesterday. Amin Thompson, he's a dog. Ime treats him like Tibbs treats Josh Hart. He'll play.
Yeah. Great player as well.
Yep. So Risache, he missed a lot of time, only played 20 minutes. I don't know about him.
The Hawks are impossible to project.
Because we don't know if Trey's actually hurt or not. I would assume not, but
who knows?
Who knows? Where's the game? Is it in Atlanta or Houston? It's in Atlanta. Okay. I like that a little bit more for the game staying close. Man, Amin Thompson at 33 and a buzzer beater. What a player.
Jonathan, man, which Reeds prop are you on?
Shit.
Tyvan over 6.5 assists.
Yep, I should add that to the banner.
Yeah, add it as like a banner or something. The next game as well is also a. It's tough because it's Utah second night of a back-to-back, and they already do a bunch of weird shit with the injury stuff. Golden State favored by 11 at Golden State, second night of back-to-back for Utah. Travel back-to-back as well. Not, it's probably not a good spot to be projecting big minutes for Golden State guys.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. So John Collins stuff, I do think he said RA. He's actually kind of been a wagon. Let's see. So he played like his first game in a while, and now he's like missing games again. He played 26 minutes in that game. It was close against OKC. But the 26 minutes is, pretty good, I'd say. Man. I mean, rebounds and assists. So 20 out of 28 on the year. Let's go to like minutes.
That OKC game was a very good matchup for him as well, though, because they were without Hartenstein, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I definitely lean over, but it's definitely dicey. Like all this Utah stuff is dicey. Like is Kessler gonna play? I mean, I don't know.
They haven't released injury stuff.
I would probably assume that Laurie doesn't play at least for sure.
I mean, Kessler missed yesterday, so educated guess he plays here, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. So Curry stuff. So the Jazz are just like a really bad transition and spot up team. I kind of, I feel like this could be a Dennis Schroeder spot, just like off the top of my head, because I really don't think they want to overextend Curry here.
Mm-hmm.
So I wish this was 3.5.
Schroeder now on the bench and playing low mins, but
yep.
Even in a blowout 2 games ago, he played low mins.
I could think this could be like a 22-minute spot for Schroeder off the bench.
Yeah. Also, now Pods is back, so Pods shares ball handling duties in the second unit.
Yep. What about TJD? I mean, this should be a good spot for him.
I think he's been starting, but playing low mins.
Like it's super concerning that Tracy played 10 minutes against the Bulls when they won by 25.
Yeah, and well, another thing now is they've now got Quinton Post in the rotation, so the center minutes are shared between Post, Jackson Davis, and Looney.
In theory, Buddy Hield, great spot. I mean, spot up transition, off ball screen. Like I know spot up says only 11th, but the Jazz literally allow like the most catch and shoot threes. Or on the year at least. We could go to opponent shooting, catch and shoot. This is a really good matchup for this would be such a good matchup for Draymond assists.
This would be great for Kuminga.
Yeah. So Jazz, very high catch and shoot frequency still over the last 15 games. Ton of field goals attempted, made. I mean, just like on the year, they're going to be super high too. Really bad in transition. Buddy Hield, very reliant on transition. We can go to NBA play types.
How many mins do you have Hield for?
I don't know. I never even try bothering projecting minutes.
Yeah, that's the problem. Guys. Because, like, for instance, last couple games, 21, 19, 25, 22, 21. So let's say 20 to 25 minutes. Under this line in 13 of 18 games. And I know it's a good spot for him, but it's not what you're after.
Yeah, let's see. Warriors injury report. Oh.
They're clean, their injury report. But then again, it's not. It can come out, during the morning or something.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Even Moses Moody, like maybe this like kind of reeks of a Moses Moody good minute spot. Just like big favorites at home. Like this is yeah. So yeah, Buddy Hield.
Good minutes lately.
Yeah, if we look at transition frequency, Melton obviously is not on the team anymore and he's hurt. But Buddy Hield leads them in transition frequency by a solid chunk because I don't think Lindy's in the rotation anymore. Kuminga's hurt. Then it's like Moody, but then Hield is like pretty far ahead of Moody. So this like really is a great matchup for Buddy. Let's see,
There's also Guy Santos now who's been playing well. He plays a fair bit.
Yeah, I'm sure he's like the Kuminga replacement, Draymond replacement though.
Mm.
And then they have Slow-Mo.
Yeah, because the guards is Curry, Pods, Hield, Moody. Gary Payton has been starting the last couple of games as well. Gets his minutes. Schroeder.
What was the rotation last game? Let's go to Stephen Curry stats.
I think Payton started last game. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think he did too. I just want to quick
Josh
see.
says
I mean,
Steph pisses in. He will drop 7 in the first quarter like Clay.
Let's see. So Peyton started, barely played. Hield barely played. Looks like they kind of like Moses Moody played a fair bit. Yeah, Post. Pods played good. Lindy got some. So Slow-Mo's catching DNPs, I guess, but he could. It's Steve Kerr, so no, would not be surprised if he just.
The problem with the Warriors is the way the rotations run. It's sort of like if you start the game well and you start playing well, you're going to get minutes, which makes it really tough to project and give guys like firm baselines and ceilings for minutes.
Yeah, I think the smart thing. I think like a Warrior could be a good lotto piece here, but
Probably
not for straights. So probably should just move on. Just I mean that's like I just think it's like minus EV in the long term I think it's like really stupid to just bet Warriors role players like straights just because it's
for sure.
Like bro, it's just so hard to project.
For sure.
Do you have any thoughts on Curry stuff?
The next game is it's interesting. Like Portland have a pretty clean injury thing. The problem here, why I don't want to bet anything, is Giannis has been on the injury report as of late, and so is Dame. I think this is a back-to-back for them against a shit team, and I wouldn't be surprised if one of them miss. And if Giannis misses, that completely changes the way I view the game. So that's why I didn't even want to touch anything because he's such a big piece. And who knows?
37
Like
minutes
Lopez
ago.
is old; he could miss. You just don't know.
Dame's not missing in Portland. I don't think Dame's missing the game in Portland.
Great. I don't think he will, but you never know.
No, I think you actually do know, bro. I really don't think Dame's missing.
Really?
Like, I think so. Why would
Did
Dame
he play
miss
there
this game?
last year?
Yeah. So, but he only gets Portland once a year in Portland. Like he's not missing this game. But the thing is, Giannis could miss it, and Chris Middleton should miss. He played. I don't know why he even has lines.
He's been playing back to backs, I think.
Played one on December 21st. And he played 27 minutes last game, dude. I highly doubt he's playing in Portland. Middleton, especially. Just blindly bet Dame. Maybe he goes off in Portland. I actually did, to be honest, and okay, I'm super confident that Dame does not miss, bro. I'm very confident.
Yeah, well, if you're betting him, then it doesn't matter if he misses or not, I guess. If he misses, the bet's void.
But like Giannis could miss. It's like, like Giannis played 37 minutes. Okay, Dame, we're just gonna let you turn the clock back and run the show against Portland. I could so see that happening.
Sure, but if it doesn't, I don't love the 27.5 number if Giannis does play. That's my problem with it.
Yeah. Well, that's true. But it's in Portland, bro.
It could be a good lotto piece.
What about his threes? I guess, damn, they're good at limiting. And so Tamani Kamara, he might I could see him shadowing Dame minute wise. We're not getting a great number on him. Spot up. And okay, so if Giannis and Dame or Giannis and Brook play, like I think Brook plays back-to-backs. He actually takes really good care of his body. Yeah. He is coming off of a 35-minute game.
The only thing I'd say about why I think Giannis might play is Bobby Portis has been missing games, and if Bobby Portis misses, I don't know if you want Bobby and Giannis to both miss.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Um. Yeah. So the one person I'm like 100% sure is missing though is Middleton.
Right. He should miss.
So
I actually think if Giannis plays, I think you might get a better number on Dame points than 27.5.
what do you mean better number?
I think that might drop to 26.5
If Giannis misses?
if Giannis plays.
Oh, if Giannis plays, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agreed. Okay. So and then I guess are we saying Brooks in because Brook being in is super important for defensive schemes, obviously.
Exactly. So that's another reason I don't want to. Like for instance, Portis isn't in drop. So if Portis
Yeah.
does play and Giannis misses, then that automatically gets rid of like the Bucks, drop in everything sort of thing.
Lopez hasn't missed a game this year, so I'm gonna assume he's in.
Agreed. I think he'll play.
I guess Giannis is the one question. So we could go to Portland stuff. We know Brook's gonna be in, basically.
Yeah.
That's always good for Simons. Do you like the 19.5 number?
I love the number. I bet it at 18.5 against Charlotte, which I like as a matchup much more than this. If Giannis misses, I don't like Porter because Porter's play comes up to the level in the pick and roll,
Mm-hmm.
and also Portland. I think Aiden's questionable, and I think him playing or Klingon playing that actually changes a fair bit as well.
Mm-hmm. Klingon's like Robert Williams switches everything. I watched this last game, and then Klingon obviously like he can't switch, so he's in
Yeah, he
drop.
can't move.
So I think Giannis playing affects the catch and shoot frequency because Giannis kind of just likes to camp out in the paint and like leave it his guy kind of open and force teams into rotation or force like the Bucks into rotation. Because obviously, like the Bucks are just like a massive like pull up and catch and shoot funnel, like, and they'll not allow much in the
Yeah,
paint, like second fewest in the league. But I think Giannis for sure, dictates that a fair bit.
agreed.
Regardless,
Josh
they'll be
said
given, of
the last
course.
time Curry went under 25 points 5 games in a row was during the regular season 2017, 2018. Well, if that's the case, that means he has to score 25 or more, right?
I mean, shit, Josh. Utah is terrible at defending off ball screens. Um, it's not a spot I'd like to bet Curry in because I think he's going to play like 28 minutes, 30 minutes. If it was in Utah, I'd endorse it, but it's not. Wait, is it in Utah? No, it's in Golden State.
No, it's in Golden State.
Yeah. If it was in Utah, I would endorse it. It's in Golden State. That scares me with his minutes, personally. Let's see, Kamara over rebounds and assists. I don't like rebounding stuff for Kamara because he's going to guard Dame. And yeah, just based, I don't even care what the number is, to be honest. It's just like, if he's guarding Dame, bro, like he's just going to be focused on guarding Dame. And Dame might be like ridiculously high usage if Giannis misses and or if he's just ultra aggressive in Portland. Okay. All right. Is it lotto time?
Lotto time. Let me
Okay.
start sharing. We'll go 5-10 minutes of this, and I need to hit the hay. I'm knackered.
Blazers plus 6.5. I don't bet spreads. Like I said, if you don't know if Giannis is gonna miss, Blazers, it's gonna be a packed arena. Like Blazers, just like Dame being back in town, it should be a competitive game. So I actually don't mind that. I do think the game like comes down to like where the starters are both in at the end of the game. Okay.
All right. So I reckon there's some spots here we can target. Houston, the Hawks. I don't think there's much. Lakers, Philly. We can chuck in like a Reeves assist sort of thing.
What about Reeves double double?
good one. Reeves double. Plus 375.
Okay.
Yep.
Uh,
Milwaukee. A Dame something.
Dame.
I don't know the odds. I don't think.
I don't think there's great odds. And it's like
I
Portland
mean,
knows
they'll
it's.
get the Dame 30. Austin Reeves double gets it up to plus 1,140.
Wouldn't that just be? Oh, isn't that just 1,040? Or
Yeah. Sorry, 1,040.
okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't hate it. I kind of like the Warriors stuff too, though. Like, I just want to quick check it out
We'll take a look.
because I think Heald could have a spike game. I think Moody could have a spike game. I think that stuff's a
Field
little
15
interesting.
plus.
What about Moody 15 or both those? Do
Moody
you have any
15.
strong feeling on a Heald or Moody? I kind of like Heald just because of the transition aspect. Like he is like pretty reliant on transition.
Yeah,
Let's see,
agreed. Yeah,
'cause
probably Hild, if anyone. Jackson Davis for plus 150 for 10 points. I mean, if he gets. That's not
do you
terrible.
like the is Utah? I feel like Utah's not even like that great of a matchup though. Because I don't think Trace has obviously like
Yeah,
really low.
it's more of like a minutes play of like they
Yeah,
sort of play whoever starts the game up. So I mean, he'll probably start because he's been starting, and if he's playing well at the start, he'll get minutes. And then I mean, him to score 10 points
yeah, not
plus
a big ass.
250 is not bad.
What about Trace double?
Well, that'll be really big odds, I think. Plus 750.
At it. This is really get rich or die trying now.
It is. I actually think this is pretty good.
I do too. Maybe Giannis misses. It's in Portland.
Yeah, this is like we're betting early on injury stuff. And even if the injury stuff doesn't happen, it's still a good spot for both guys.
Yep. Just like, yeah, Dame. Let's see. Does Portland fouls a ton? The refs don't respect them. Like he could easily get if he's like a 12-13 free throw game.
He'll be
Giannis
aggressive,
could miss.
you'd
Yeah.
hope.
No Chris Middleton, which is important because Chris Middleton will soak up some usage in the non-Giannis minutes, just like on ball usage.
True.
We don't, and if Portis misses too, bro, like holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon we lock this one in.
Yep, I think this is a good one.
Bit of fun. Shit slate. We can't really. I don't love it as much as the last two or so, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't have much to work with, to be honest.
So what is that? Plus 1,040.
Yep.
Okay, sweet.
I'll send it to you.
Sweet. Okay, so let me quick get a banner going with the lotto. Dame 30 plus. Reeves double plus. Okay, this is the lotto, guys. Dame to score 30 back in Portland. I mean, come on, that's a lock. Reeves double. Braun gets ruled out, dude. Yabu's gonna be up playing up on him. That could easily get home. And I think Gabe Vincent's out. Not that really matters, but
Him and Rui are questionable. Like they're out last game, but they're not. They haven't
they're
done
not.
the injury stuff yet.
Yeah. Okay. I actually really like that. I think that's a pretty fucking good one.
Reeves had 16 assists last game. LeBron missed, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, that's damn. Let's see. Where'd you see that? You just filtered out LeBron.
Yeah, just games without LeBron. I think, unless I fucked it up. No, I didn't. Yeah.
Only 6 against the Wolves. He was on a minute restriction, had 13 potentials, only 30 minutes. And then, 18 potentials, 16 assists. Man. So shit. I think we're cooking.
Look good, mate. If we get some injury news go in our favor, they'll look really good.
Oh,
Jonathan
you got
Mann,
that?
I got that.
Oh shit. Yeah, we just use Bet365 to craft the lottos. But yeah, shit. I mean, obviously, guys, like if you find the best odds for sure. So DK and FanDuel has better odds. Yeah, so I feel like Bet365 usually has the best odds for alt lines and stuff, but
they also have the most markets.
Yeah. Yeah, I always make sure to line shop. We probably should be doing that, but yeah, it's just for the lotto thing. We definitely line shop for like the normal plays. So
yeah, of course.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to get to? Is there any questions we neglected?
No, I think I talked about them all throughout.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, guys. Shitty. Honestly, this slate could have potential just because of all the back-to-backs and like weird injury news. But for betting right now, it's like it's tough to truly get a decent read on these games just with like so many lingering things because it's like the littlest stuff. Like I don't think you guys understand like the littlest stuff really does matter for these bets. Like a center getting ruled out randomly who plays drop is like massive if it gets replaced by someone who doesn't. Like it changes the bet completely. So yeah, it's a good reminder to just always be, careful. And then like if for this Portland game, it's like, oh, Blazers stuff, but if there's even a chance that Giannis sits, like the defense isn't going to be like that normal jump shot funnel, like to the same extent that it usually is. Like obviously, yeah, Brooke will still be in drop, but just like the way Giannis defends and how he overhelps to protect the rim, like it's naturally they're going to allow less catch and shoot stuff, and then you're just going to be pissed if you bet on a Jeremy Grant, and the spot ups aren't just the catch and shoot stuff just isn't being leaked like it normally is.
Exactly.
J Main, how
Tomorrow,
we doing?
much better. Tomorrow there's like 12 or 13 games, I think. 11, 12.
Yeah.
It'll be a much better time to stream and talk about shit.
Yeah, I actually think these 4-game slates are like perfect if there wasn't so many back-to-backs.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Okay, well, before we head out, guys, if you are on YouTube, we would love it if you guys dropped a sub, dropped a like on the video. We are trying to build this. We are trying to make a business out of this with with just growing it and getting good engagement and stuff. And you guys liking and commenting the video, it really does wonders for what we're trying to build. So if you guys do appreciate the content, if you do find what we have to say valuable, dropping a like and subscribing on the channel seriously goes a long way. Same with on Straight Bed, and I completely streamed this on my old account or my personal account, and that was a mistake. But if you guys do want to head over to Twitter, drop Straight Bed and a follow. That is also greatly appreciated. And one final thing, if you guys do like this props madness stuff, which is what we use literally to make all of our bets, it's what every literally anyone you see with a big following on Twitter who knows what they're doing is using props madness to an extent. So code SB25 gets you 25% off every single month, not just the first month. So if you guys are trying to get into betting yourself, researching your own props, this is an absolute must, and it's a great deal, and it's going to keep on improving. I know Pips, the owner of this, the founder of Props Madness, he sent me a message the other day and showed me what they're working on, and let me tell you guys, they're going to bring a ton more cool stuff to this. So, yeah, J-Main, sorry. Yeah, I guess we can quickly get to this. Yeah, sorry about that. You just joined. You definitely deserve to get your question answered. So Dame, yes, we added 30 plus points to our lotto. Liam, you want to quick explain why we did that?
It's pretty much the hope that Giannis misses because it's a back-to-back, but also he's playing in Portland, so hopefully he's more aggressive. So a couple of things going our way. So if Giannis plays, he's still playing in Portland. If Giannis misses, we automatically, that's automatically a good bet. And there's a chance Giannis misses because he's been on the injury report. This is a game that they'll be favored in, and it's a back-to-back.
Yep. So think Dame is very live for 30 plus, and Middleton is the back-to-back, so Middleton should miss. Let's see. You said Denny PR. I will say the one thing about Denny is that he is like really reliant on like putting his head down and getting to the cup and finishing. That's something I've realized from watching Denny. If Giannis and Brook both play, which Brook should play, he hasn't missed a game this year. I'd be shocked if he misses a back-to-back. But if Giannis plays, I really think Denny could struggle to score if his 3 points not falling, because he's a really good driver, man. Like, I don't know if you've watched Denny play this year, Liam, but he'll just put his head down and go to the cup. And
he's like a one-man fast break. That's his thing.
Yep. So don't love the matchup for Denny if Giannis and Brook plays. But if Giannis misses, I think that makes it better. And he's been absolutely crushing this line. So it's a good rebounding matchup. I know the Bucks, they do allow a fair bit of rebounds, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, they're league average over the last 10, but they were kind of leaking rebounds. And yeah, maybe he gets some catch and shoot looks for sure. But, you know, if you're betting on Denny, I think you want to bet on a team that lacks rim protection and is bad in transition. And the Bucks aren't great in transition, but they do not. They allow the second fewest points in the paint. Let's see. You took Denny rebounds and assists. Yeah, I like the assist thing. I think that could make sense for sure. He gets downhill, meets Brook, kicks it out. Rebounds and assists. I guess that hasn't been hitting as good, but yeah. Simons over points. Yeah, can't talk you off anything Simons. I mean, Brook plays drop coverage. But good buy low coming off an OKC game, I guess. You know, he's never gonna. I can't believe I didn't bet it last game, but yeah, OKC brutal matchup for what Simons is trying to do. So yeah, J-Main, I think that's a good look as well. All right, well, that's going to do it for hour one. Of course, JJ and I will be back for hour two in, about an hour, 15 minutes. So make sure you guys tune into that. And, I should have an additional play or two for that. And, of course, we can keep on going over, and we'll go over every comment and all that. So appreciate everyone for tuning in. Quick recap, one final thing. The official play here was Reeves over 6.5 assists plus 106 at FanDuel. The lotto was Dame 30-plus points, Reeves double-double, plus 1,040 at 365. But as Jonathan pointed out, you can get it at closer to 1,200 at FanDuel or DraftKings. So make sure you guys go over there and do that. All right, Liam, anything else you want to say before we head out?
Cheers, everyone tuning in. Hope you'll win your bets tomorrow.
Yes, sir. All right, well, that will do it. You guys have a great rest of your Tuesday. If you're not going to tune in, and I won't see you later.